Rapido's big move, IPO coming in 2026. Aravind Sanka reveals the company's true intentions. There was time when people standing at crowded bus stops in Indian cities would say just one thing. If someone could get me to the office right now, I'd gladly pay 100 rupees. Around that time, a startup thought, what if that 100 rupees, multiplied millions of times, could become crores? And that's where Rapido's journey began. One bike, one app, and one mission: to provide fast, affordable, and reliable transport in every corner of India. And today, that Sam Rapido, which once was a newcomer in the startup world, is now preparing to enter the stock market arena. By the end of 2026, Rapido is set to launch its IPO. But this isn't just the story of an IPO, it's a story of struggle, strategy, and the vision that shook India's transport industry. It's the story of three friends who, in 2015, came up with an idea that would later become a part of millions of people's daily lives. And now, that SAM company is on its way to becoming one of India's most talked about public listings. Aravind Sanka, Rapido's co-founder, recently shared that the company's IPO plan has moved from being just a vision to becoming a reality. He said that by the end of 2026, Rapido will be ready. But before the IPO, his focus is on just one thing: profitability and sustainable growth. Sanka said, right now, we are focusing not on the market, but on growth. Over the past 2 years, we've recorded 100% annual growth, and we aim to maintain that pace for the coming years. This statement may sound simple, but behind it lies a web of complex preparations. Launching an IPO isn't just about raising money from the public. It's about announcing complete confidence in your business model. And Rapido is taking every step with careful strategy to strengthen that confidence. The company has made it clear that it is not part of the cash burn race. In the startup world, this statement carries a lot of weight. Over the past few years, we've seen many highly funded companies with billions in backing collapse simply because their expenses far exceeded their earnings. But Rapido says it has moved past that phase. Aravind Sanka said, "We have no cash burn. We are no longer losing money. Our biggest investments are in brand campaigns. Last year, we were profitable for 1 quarter. And this year, we expect to remain profitable for the entire fiscal year." That's a big statement because it means Rapido is now close to break-even, where its earnings almost match its expenses. If this trend continues, Rapido will become a stable and self-sustaining company by the time its IPO launches. Over the past few years, Rapido has been continuously strengthening its business model. What started as a simple bike taxi service has now expanded into auto and cab services as well. And the most interesting part, the company is also planning to enter the food delivery segment. That's precisely why Swiggy recently sold its 12% stake in Rapido. In September 2025, Swiggy completed the deal for around 2004 crore. After this transaction, Rapido's valuation reached $2.3 billion. Swiggy made this move because Rapido is now entering direct competition with its food delivery business. In other words, Rapido is no longer just a transport app. It's emerging as a multi-service player. This expansion is Rapido's greatest strength. In a country like India, where millions of people travel short distances every second, bike taxis are the most affordable and convenient option. Rapido's DNA has always been about providing cheap and accessible services. While Uber and Ola targeted the middle or upper class market, Rapido connected with people who think about saving 50 or 100 rupees a day. And that's exactly why Rapido's presence is the strongest in smaller cities today. Rapido's team is the foundation of its success. In 2015, 3 young men, Pawan Guntupalli, Hrishikesh SR, and Aravind Sanka, started the company. None of them had major corporate experience or billions in funding. They just had one idea: to make bike travel simple. And today, Their company stands strong against giants like Uber and Ola. Before launching its IPO, Rapido has another major priority: staying ahead of the competition. Aravind Sanka said their goal isn't just to survive in the market, but to grow beyond their nearest rivals. He stated, "We want to move forward before thinking about the stock market. Our growth rate has been 100%, and we want to maintain that for a few more years. Only after that will it be the right time for the IPO." This means the company isn't rushing into the IPO. It wants to make it a milestone, an IPO that becomes a symbol of success, not just a way to raise funds. The year 2026 will be extremely crucial for Rapido. During this time, the company plans not only to expand into new cities, but also to enter new categories. Rapido's early investor and Skycatcher LLC founder, 𝐮𝐸𝐿, said the company is now planning to expand into many smaller cities and new verticals. He added that Rapido has always been the common man's app, and that's what sets it apart from the rest. In India's Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities, where public transport is still unorganized, Rapido is gaining rapid ground. In cities like Lucknow, Indore, Coimbatore, Nagpur, Patna, and Guwahati, Rapido rides have now become a part of daily life. And according to the company's data, orders from these cities now make up nearly 60% of its total business. Rapido's expansion isn't limited to India. The company now has its eyes on neighboring markets as well. In several Southeast Asian countries, the bike-sharing economy is growing rapidly, and Rapido plans to launch its services there in the future. Now let's talk about the deal that recently made headlines, the partnership between TVS Motor Company and Rapido. TVS has agreed to sell its stake for 288 crore. This stake has been transferred to Excel India 8, Mauritius, Ltd, and 𝐮𝐸𝐿 Investments 1 BV. TVS had partnered with Rapido in 2022 to strengthen cooperation in demand-based supply and commercial transportation. This latest deal shows that Rapido is also taking exit strategies for its investors seriously. In fact, that's what makes Rapido truly unique. The company maintains a balance between transparency and growth with its investors. Early investors have reportedly received returns of 10 to 15 times their original investment, a remarkable achievement in the startup world. Now, the question is, what will Rapido look like after its IPO? If we look at the current situation, the company's valuation has already reached $2.3 billion. Over the next year and a half, if Rapido continues to sustain its growth and profit margins, that valuation could easily rise to $4 billion. This would make it one of the largest public listings in the history of India's transport tech sector. In preparation for the IPO, the company is making several internal changes at multiple levels. Special focus is being placed on financial discipline, compliance systems, and transparent reporting, so that when the company steps into the stock market, it doesn't just present a growth story, but also a governance story. For Rapido, the IPO isn't just a financial move, it's an emotional milestone. This company represents the very people who head out every morning for work, hop on a bike, and hope to reach their destination quickly. Rapido's success is the story of those millions of riders and captains who turn their vehicles into a source of livelihood. After the IPO, it's possible that the company may allocate some shares to its captains, allowing them to become partners in its success. Rapido has always said that its model is people first. This very philosophy has set it apart from others. When other companies charged high commissions from drivers, Rapido rewarded them more. When many apps ignored smaller cities, Rapido strengthened its roots there. Through its IPO, Rapido now aims to make not just investors but also the general public a part of its story. It will be that moment when every ordinary person who has ever taken a Rapido ride can now also become its shareholder.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestion. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources: news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.